So, apply the standing orders and respond. Order, honorable members. Order. Honorable Abanaz Wambua, you are at the verge of being disorderly, and therefore you may exit before him. Order. Honorable members, I've listened to Honorable Katumo very well. He has indicated for now he may withdraw, but he will be able to furnish this assembly with information and evidence to confirm his allegations. Therefore, you need, in the circumstances, you need not to withdraw, but table evidence. Now, the implications, the threshold for requirement to substantiate and not substantiate are same as implications of discussing a conduct of a member and that member is found to be out of order. It refers to naming of a member. Now, naming, if you may recall recently, it is alongside the Senator Oroba's model. Because what standing order number 111 means is that either you have evidence against a member, and in this case, what the standing orders does, they protect the person of Katumo because the person doesn't exist in this house. The person seated here is a conglomeration of votes for Thange. So that dignity must be protected. For example, if anyone was to make allegations against member Fonzambani Vingoni, it will mean that member Fonzambani Vingoni was sent here by people of Zambani Vingoni. And this morning, they are seated at the public gallery to confirm whether he's doing the work that he was elected to do. So for any member to impute improper motive or make allegations without substantiating, it is an honor or dishonor to the electorate. That is why 111 is so serious, because you are either promoting or condemning the entire system, the ward and the representatives. So, Honorable Katumo, you will be required to substantiate your statement in the next sitting day. The next sitting day is tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. without fail. You are so advised. Next order. Point of information on that point of order? I just want to be clear whether it is on that point of order or something else. Fair enough. Then proceed.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I stand on a point of information to the House.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Zivo, proceed.
I was waiting for your attention, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, when we're handling a lot of stuff, like what we're handling, I get not really confused, but I sometimes really get hiccups on maybe where to start, where to end. Mr. Speaker, you know what is happening. What is happening in this house? We all know what is happening. And even this, some of the allegations you are hearing, and the kind of shouting you are hearing from the other side, Mr. Speaker, I know you really know what is happening in this house. Mr. Speaker, I didn't want us to go to the next motion until, Mr. Speaker, you give us the timelines. Because yesterday, Mr. Speaker, this is where we stopped. And we had agreed when you come today, according to the standing orders, you have to give a verdict on the next sitting day or the next sitting. We've just come to that motion, and then you said you're still, I don't know, doing some investigation, I don't know something, Mr. Speaker, which was not clear to me. Probably it was not also clear to this side. So I wanted to know.
Which side, Honorable Member?
The minority side. Because yesterday, there's where...
But which... Are you speaking for minority or majority? I don't understand.
Of minority.
Okay, proceed.
So, Mr. Speaker, I wanted you to clarify. Because we may come here again in the afternoon. At that motion, you still say maybe tomorrow or next week. So we want to know, do we have timelines? And again, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to also inquire from you, what are we waiting for? Yes.
Honorable members, yesterday I indicated that after the Speaker made the ruling, a number of members rose, interjected, poured their wisdom, their contribution toward the ruling. Now, why it is honorable members consult on law to allow others to follow, why it is persuaded that you don't subject the Speaker's ruling to a debate because you subject it to another debate. And that debate after that is endless. So we are almost there. And if we don't experience it, we may look like that standing order is meant to stop members from airing their views. Some agreed with the Speaker's ruling, others disagreed with it. That's okay. And I said, I've heard you. Arising from my ruling, I will give further communications on the issues, myriad of issues raised by members in support and not in support of my ruling in the next sitting, not the next day sitting. 2, we left here at 5. I left the office at 6. Now, after back on a research, standing orders, Commonwealth practices, and parliamentary practices, and deliver a subsidiary or another ruling on the same matter. So today we started sitting at 9:30. I was in office at some minutes past 8. I didn't get time to look at that. And that is why I said that matter cannot be dispensed, because what members requested is that first we delve into that before we proceed to that matter. And therefore, order member, and therefore, I'm afraid the Speaker is not in a position for now to give you a ruling on the issues that were raised by members. And there were myriad of them. There were many. I can quote each, but we don't have time. So I'm afraid I'm not in a position at the moment to clarify that. And it requires, and that is a practice, you don't expect the Speaker to do so. Even the same standing order number 111, it requires Honorable Katumo to substantiate or is given time, or hang on, or do it another time. So there's a provision. No, you see the direction you want to take, Honorable Kimongo, it will fix you. If I ask for answered, you know, I'm warning you several times. And what I do, I listen more. I'm not thinking what to say. If I go by the answered, I will tell you that you fixed yourself to substantiate the report before you remembered, hold on, before you remembered to state the word, you withdraw. And on the second occasion, this is what you said. Don't make it worse. You said that I withdraw, but I will be able to substantiate in the next sitting. The allegations are not simple allegations where you talk of an impeachment of the governor. A governor is not elected by 2 people, is sovereign of the people. And the person who has made the allegations has himself gone ahead to say that I may say I withdraw my statement, but that notwithstanding, I will substantiate. Now the discussion should not be, unless you are saying you have realized you cannot, you want to change and do so. If you are requesting for extension of time, then that is understandable.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker.
Order. So, Honorable Nzivo, to conclude on your matter, I ruled on this matter yesterday. Honorable Nzivo, we have gone to the next order. It was read, and I have indicated that I'm afraid I'm constrained. I'm not in a position to respond to it now. In the circumstances and for convenience of the House, the Speaker might direct that the business of the Assembly is reorganized so that we make progress. And that is the point. Now, even if we debate, I am not in a position to give you a response on that.
When you are talking, you said you are going to conclude on the matter in the next sitting, not
Mr. Speaker.
Tomorrow, in the next sitting. That's what I had.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Is that what I had?
Mr. Speaker, allow me to speak, kidogo. Mr. Speaker, we are setting a very bad precedent, and I'm standing on standing order number 1, subsection 2. Mr. Speaker, the precedence we are setting is not going to hold this House going forward. We have a qualified speaker through experience, through work, through everything. And we know clearly through the standing orders, once you make a ruling, we cannot go back to discussing that matter. You have done the ruling, and now we are opening another gap of discussing what you have ruled. More to that, some of the people who are actually opening the gaps are from your speaker's panel, who are supposed to be the custodians of the rules and procedures of this particular House. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to request from you that this matter is settled and let us abide by the standing orders. If it's a matter of producing facts, the member will produce facts. If there are no facts, we can cross the bridge once we reach there. On the other hand, we cannot allow members to be shouting to you when you are at that chair. That is a respected chair. That is a high integrity chair. When people are shouting and we are giving them chance, it is making the House look like we are confused, yet we are not. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable members. In view of standing order number 8, I made my ruling on that standing order based on the traditions, customs, procedures of parliamentary practice. I'm afraid that you want us to debate. And if I give you an opportunity so that then we go back and debate, that is why it is I want us to try. So long after, we will debate, we will comment. I will still tell you that that communication on the issues raised by members after the Speaker had given a direction on a matter, and I allowed them. Now you want me to give you answers and clarifications on the positions that you gave after going towards discussing a Speaker's direction. Now we are going for a second layer now. You want me to allow you to debate? Yes, until midday. Then after that, procedurally, then after that, it becomes a vicious cycle. So let us dwell on the next step as we address that matter. Honorable members. Honorable Martina.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to inform the House that we are not supposed to be carried by emotions. Let's debate wisely and let's not mix issues. We are jumping from a point of information to a point of order. Let's finish one issue and then move on to the next one. Thank you.
But Honorable Martina, you are a ranking member in this House, serving a second term, and your information is that you not be guided by emotions, whether excitement or anger. Yes, that is what you say.
Mheshimiwa Spika, wakati mtu anaposimama na kuongea mambo ama kuchangia mjadala, Mheshimiwa Spika, si vizuri mheshimiwa mwingine kumpigia kelele kama vile wananiambia rubbish. Although I'm not supposed.
Who said that?
From the other side. Mr. Speaker, sir, I respect each and everyone in this house, and I rarely shout at anyone. And Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to demand the same respect to be accorded to me by the same members. And I would like to tell members in this house from both sides, the majority and the minority side, that there is life after politics. Thank you.
Now, that is a danger of delving into a debate on a matter that has been tested. Unless you hear what I'm telling you, we will find ourselves in that point of order which has made Honorable Martina to speak, to ask members not to carry their emotions, positive or negative, but on the same process, another member said something else. And that is what it means when you want to. And I'm trying to persuade. I'm not denying we will deal with these things. We are 2 years away. You have an hour to go. You have a week next week to go. We will deal with them. So that is my point. And honorable members, let me guarantee you that if a member will conduct himself outside the provisions of standing order, will be fined out of order within the provisions of standing order number 127 on gross misconduct, 2 on irrelevant or repetition on 126. We must respect each other. I'm persuaded by your wisdom, Honorable Martina. Emotions, positive or negative, excitement or anger, allow the other member to execute their point, and when they execute, you will get an opportunity to respond. We can't afford to carry the emotions. There are 3 points of order. Member for Thange, Honorable Jage, member for Muka. Now, yours is related to what?
Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Standing Order 111.2, it states 2 things. You either substitute or you withdraw. Honorable Speaker, in my case, because Honorable Speaker, I want you to advise me how you can substitute a phone call. Honorable Speaker. That's the reason I said, Honorable Speaker, I withdraw. And for the record, Honorable Speaker, I will withdraw for now and apologize, Honorable Speaker. But I will look for more information. Thank you.
Now you want, honorable members, you are falling into the trap. Now another member is taking advantage of the precedents you have set to review Speaker's ruling. Another one now is taking advantage to persuade the Speaker to review anyway, because after all, we are discussing your other rulings. So what is the big deal? So why should we treat him unfairly? We are treading on dangerous ground. Now, member for Thange, there's no problem. It's not a big deal. The next sitting, if it's not possible, you make it the day after. You'll appeal. If indeed you feel that this matter is serious, and I know it is serious to you, and that you think that the call is an issue, now under powers and privileges will compel DCI and Safaricom to, what you need is to quote Honorable so-and-so, Honorable so-and-so, and then when the powers and privileges will be investigating, we will confirm whether the information that you've given on phone call, now because you have stated they are facts, we will help you to mine and compel whoever has information to prosecute this understanding order number under Constitution of Kenya 195. Compel information to be produced to the extent that you will table the evidence that you have, electronic or physical, and you own it. Simple. So proceed and endeavor to do so. The matter is not a joke. It's a grievous matter.
To make a ruling on the said matter. Honorable Speaker, there was an issue of procedure.